earlier this week we went through our first near-freezing temperatures of the season, so it's time to start talking about the most efficient ways to heat your home.
Yeah, your thermostat, probably a pretty important part of this all. Also, the age of it, how you manage it, even the location your thermostat is in your home. These all can affect your heating bill. Carlos Diaz joins us with more tips. Good morning, Carlos.
Good morning, Julia. Yeah, you know, so many things to worry about with your thermostat, mainly making sure that they're updated and new. Let's talk to Brian Shutt, by the way, who got his name from Shut the Front Door. You okay? We're falling over here. So Brian Shutt is with HomeSense. He basically is the owner of HomeSense, and that's the number one thing. People think they can crank down their thermostat, and that's going to, you know, or crank up their thermostat, that's going to heat their home, but that's not the case.
Correct. So I think we get that sort of misinformation from driving around in our cars where we turn up the heat higher, it's warmer and it blows heavier, so we heat up more quickly. A thermostat is really just telling your system to turn on, so turning it to a higher temperature doesn't actually increase the degrees coming out of the vents themselves. It just makes the system run longer. So if you have it for 70 and it's at 62, it probably means there's some issue with the system that you need to have looked at. It's probably not an issue with the thermostat.
Okay, so like, so if you crank it up to 85, it's not going to heat the home any faster. It's just going to get you up to 85.
Indeed. So go ahead. On top of that, I think we want to recommend thinking about having a programmable thermostat. So with efficiency being important for homeowners, thinking about setting it back during the day, so when you're not in the home, setting it back. It's hard to be on top of that if that's not something, you know, when you're running out of the door. So a programmable thermostat will typically pay for itself in a year or so.
And so the location of your thermostat is also very important because you can get false readings.
Sure. So you want it to be centralized as much as possible. So away from direct sunlight, away from a kitchen. Obviously those areas where you're going to get some false increases in temperature or reductions in temperature. So a basement is a bad location. You want it as centralized as possible to give a more, I'd say, genuine reading of what the home temperature is.
Let's talk about this. This is the space heater right here, and this is a safety issue because a lot of people might use this to heat their home or a room for the entire winter, but you're saying this is just for a time being.
Absolutely. So space heater, as the name would indicate, is meant for a space, and as I said to you, for a small amount of time. So we couldn't more strongly recommend that these are not meant to heat a whole home. If you're in a situation where a space heater is the only viable solution to heat your home, call us. We know of a lot of great agencies locally, INHP being one of them, that can help homeowners who are in a situation where they don't have heat find a solution, because that's something that is a real health concern, and you can be at the risks of personal things, freezing pipes, and other things with your home.
I want to talk to you about furnaces. We'll have that coming up for you guys at 6:45 in the next hour here. Furnace safety, and also how to make your furnaces run better and more efficiently as the winter is coming. Winter is coming, Julia, as all Game of Thrones fans know. Back to you guys.